Hello, we are finally here. My name is Larry Tambe. Call me Uncle T. And this show is called Uncle T Show. So this show, we're talking about people, places, and events. And this is the maiden edition. We are here to help you. Today, we'll be talking about a very sensitive topic. And this is the kind of topics we'll be having. Topics that will go a long way to change your life, to help you in your day-to-day activities. So today our first topic will be, should we pay our mothers to take care of our children while we are at work here in the US? I specify here in the United States of America or even in the diaspora, anywhere. So today we have two very informed and high-profile personalities in the show. And to my right I have Isambi Tuma, and she is a mother of three. She is the Vice President of Remna Corporation International. She is also the Vice President of Alpha Home Health OKC. And also, she is a woman of God. So, Mrs. Tuma, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for this great opportunity.
All right. And to my left, we have here the CEO of Eddie's Grill here in the Collective, Oklahoma City. We also have him in the profile of a father of two, married, and also he has a master's in applied anthropology. Listen, the reason why I bring these people out here is for you to know the caliber of people we're talking about. They are well informed and can prefer good solutions to this. So I'm going to start with you, Isami. Can I call you Sammy?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me, is it okay to pay our moms to watch over our kids while we're at work?
Well, that's a very interesting, sensitive, and controversial topic. People will say yes or people will say no, but I personally, I cannot pay my mom for always helping me with the kids. That means there's no value of money I can pay her, but my biggest answer is no. I can compensate my mom while she's with me, helping me with my kids. But paying her, I don't see that happening. Because the originality of this, I know the Igbo people will call it omugwo, is for our moms to come over and help your child when they have a baby. This helps the mom to recuperate after birth and also reduces postpartum depression because you grant your child rest, you can help her navigate through motherhood, especially for the first time new moms. But for me, paying you, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's not how it has been in the past. You know, my mom was from Nigeria, my dad is a Cameroonian, and growing up, I saw my grandma came from Mugo.
Okay.
I never saw my mom giving her chunks of money every month for payment.
Okay.
But when grandma's 2 years of Mugo, it's over, there's a compensation when she wants to go back.
Okay.
So she gets all this Hollandaise, lapa, it's big with the Igbo women, nice clothing, food stuff, bag of rice, bag of gari, bag of, like everything. She's work and then she's giving some money.
Okay. That is the setting for back home, right? In the US, it's a little different. Mr. Eddie, what do you think? And what is your take?
Okay, thank you very much, Larry. This is a complex topic, and when you're talking about babysitting, it's a foreign concept.
Okay.
As you mentioned in your topic, you said in the USA. So when you're talking in the USA, we're talking about babysitting.
Right.
Okay, so looking at the aspect of babysitting is a complex whole of, you're talking about emotional, social, and cultural aspect of babysitting. So in this topic, I will not say it's a yes or a no answer. So for now, I will say it's a choice of what that family wants to decide.
Okay. I have seen situations where mothers actually tell their children outright, listen, I came here to work. I want to work, I want to make money. How will you deal with a mother who tells you she came to the US to work without considering the fact that you spent thousands of dollars to bring her over here. What is your take?
Well, like what Eddie said, you know, like it's very controversial. I'm very big on communication. Before you bring your mother over, sometimes you need to put her through about what you're spending.
Okay.
And communication is a big key. You need to communicate. Like you've had experiences like that before, and you know about those stories. You're not just gonna fold your arm and just assume things. Your mom has her own ambition. America is a land of promise. She's coming to make millions of dollars or coming to pluck money from the tree. She has this mindset. So as a son or a daughter, you have to communicate with your mom. Mom, you're coming to help me out with the kids, maybe for 2-3 years. This is what we can do, this is what we can do. I can set you up, or maybe after 2-3 years you can get a job, or I can be compensating you maybe every month. I can give you so amount of money so you can take care of your own self, or maybe personal needs back at home. So there should be this clear communication so that nobody should assume anything and then bring conflict. Mother and daughters are having conflict now, son and mother are having conflict now, mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws are having conflict because communications were broken at a certain point in time.
Okay.
So I believe there should be clear communication in the beginning when you bring your mom over and sit her down and talk to her, you know, communicate everything clearly in clear terms so she's aware about what she's coming with.
All right, Eddie, I'm going to what about the situation where after even having this communication, they come here and they interact with other women, and these women kind of, you know, brainwash them about how they're making this ton of money and so on, and then they come back to you and tell you, you're not paying me enough, or the little compensation you're giving me every month is not enough. I want this, I want that. How do you handle this situation?
Okay, that's still about, it still goes about aspect of communication. So you and your mother, you have to come to a compromise on the term of the, I'll call it a contract, because and I'll insist on this, because in the topic, when you were introducing the topic, you talk about in the USA.
Mm-hmm.
The USA is all about capitalism, it's all about money. So your mother coming to the USA.
But we're Africans, so we can all pay.
Yes,
You
that's
know,
true.
I mean,
Yeah,
you want to tell your mama something from
Yes. I'll say this before I continue. I'll talk about this concept. I say the human being, the society, the environment, and the context of that environment plays an important role in our development.
Mhm.
So the way the society is structured will shape your reasoning.
Mm.
So your mother coming from the Africa was not born into this society. So as you come to interact with this society, you are exposed to other ideas. I don't want to go deep into the certain concept like emission and emission experience. When you come to a culture, you come to another culture, you come to integrate, then you realize that you can easily fit into that culture because you're coming from another culture. So you start internalizing. By internalizing, you are building yourself to integrate into that aspect of that culture. And man cannot be separated from its environment because your environment shapes you. So I can make any judgment for what the mother or what our interaction will be. Like we said, I'm going to talk with a lot of people and it's corrupted by ideas. I'll not call it corruption because it's reality. It's a reality of that society.
Let me come in right there. Let's look at it this way. You spend all this money, bring your mama from Africa. Your mama come here. She's living with you, right? You're paying for her house. She doesn't have any medical bills, you know. Because one thing that we always bring our parents here is to be able to give them a better life. Number two, sound medical attention. Because we cannot get that in Africa. Even the bourgeoisie and the politicians, they go abroad to get proper medical attention. So you want to give your mother that. Do you think the least she can do is to hold herself back, love on your children? I know parents that have not had the opportunity, you know, to actually raise their children, their own children, right? Now they have an opportunity to raise your grandchildren. Then they are asking for a payment. Is that right at all?
Well, like I said, I will still stand my grounds. I don't think I'll be happy about it. I don't think, hey, let's come across the globe. I don't think there's any girl or a man or woman that is happy that their mom walks up to them and tell them, you have to pay me because I'm taking care of your child. And there's this saying now that some of the mothers, after interacting with their friends, they will tell you, if you were daycare, you pay this amount of money. But mind you, when these kids go to daycare is like school. They have a structure, they teach them, they feed them. So I'm paying for feeding, I'm paying all this money because they have to pay the mortgage for their, their structure. And then they have to pay their teachers. And there are amenities in the rooms that they play with. So that's why I'm paying for daycare. You cannot compare you taking care of your grandchild and compare yourself with the daycare. They are two different things. I can compensate you, Mama. I can help you. I'll make your life comfortable. I'll try my best. But you cannot compare yourself with daycare. And this is why we need to know boundaries. And you need to know what's good for you. Your friends will tell you what they think of. They are not the same like you. Some of these friends don't care. And I know situation where these mamas have come and they ask for payment. So mamas, if you're asking for payment, are you going to pay rent? Are you going to pay bills? Are you going to take care of your insurance and your medicine? Are you going to take care of yourself fully? If mama wants payment, mama needs to take care of all these bills. That means we have to divide the mortgage or the rent into 2, 3. We need to share the bills. We need to share all of that.
Why I don't come?
So that's another problem of another day. So, like I said, communication, and I'll keep my stand. I don't think I have to pay my mom to take care of my babies. I don't think so.
Mr. Eddie, some mothers come here, they have probably they've borrowed some money back home and they have some bills or financial burdens that coming here, they think from here they're going to be able to make money to go back, and they say the best way they can make the money fast probably is to work, right? And so in the absence of not working, they are taking care of their children. Do you think that request for payment is not, it's not that kind of situation where instead of not working, let me work for my son or my daughter so that I'll be solving two problems at the same time?
Okay, concerning that, as she said, it's an issue of dialogue. If you want to make it a contract with your mom, then you talk about the term of the contract. Because as you said, if the mom is coming here, if she was coming here to make a living, that's something different. But if she was coming for a visit, yeah, it's okay for my mom. I'll speak for myself. I don't think, personally, I don't think if I would go to that extent to pay my mom. If it comes to me, I will not. If she asks for, I'll better pay somebody else to do it than to pay my mom. But that's my personal.
That's a good point here.
Yeah.
Let me understand you. You mean your mom will be at home,
yes,
right, and doing her thing or whatever, and then you pay somebody to come to your house and watch over her grandchildren. There's something I wanted to mention, and then and she'll be happy about it. That one, as a flyover. That mama get for thinking, well, it ain't better. But the problem with, that I'm trying to say here is, there's a certain love and happiness and joy that, grandparents have when they play with their grandkids.
Yes, that's right.
Don't you think that she can lose it? She can, because changing diapers, there's that bonding and so on. As an anthropologist, don't you see that your mom could be losing on that connection with that grandchild?
Okay, talking about that, when it comes to a term of money, then that's you're making a contract. And that's something different. Yeah. So culturally, you want to talk about the aspect of culture. The African culture does not introduce money, does not put monetary value into care.
So we cannot talk about it and seclude ourselves from all of the aspects. You have culture, you have money, it's a whole well-being. It's everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Brought
Okay,
together, right?
To add on that, okay, the African culture, if you look at it, say it takes a whole village to raise a child. Our African culture, our culture does not discriminate. My mother, my sister, my uncle will take care of my child. And there's no term. No term. There can be compensation in a certain way. Maybe we decide, maybe I pay my uncle's daughter's school fees, or maybe build a house for my mom. Yeah, you can make a contract to do something for them, but we don't place that value like payment. If you put that payment, then it's something else. Yeah, it's something else. So if you make a contract that I'm going to be paying you this amount, maybe my mother can go somewhere else.
Yes.
She can say they're paying this person, let's say $2,000. So there it becomes a problem. If they're paying this person this amount, then why am I not being paid this amount? So if you're making a contract, it's something different. But it's not a contract. As I said before, I'll say stand on
The
that.
question is, should we even have to go through that conversation with your mom? Like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification button. We'll be right back.